KIXS 108, the Crossroads, #1 for new country. Once again, we got our man in Zoom right here. We got Jordan Whittington with us from Texas Longhorn. First of all, thank you for joining us again this week, sir. How are you this week, my buddy?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. So we know we had a tough loss last week to the Razorbacks. Now, you mentioned hostile environment last week when we spoke. Tell us about that hostile environment today.
It was definitely a hostile environment. It was loud after the game. Fans, stormed the field. It was just like a really exciting fan base on their part.
Yeah, and of course, you've been with the Longhorns. What is the loudest and most hostile environment that you guys have been to in your time with the Longhorns?
That's a good one. That OU game, even though it's half and half, is pretty hostile.
I can imagine, man. I just can imagine what the intensity is at that game.
Yeah,
Of course,
I would say OU, and then the game we just played.
Wow. Okay. And moving ahead, man, of course, we have the tough loss. What is one positive you can take moving forward to next week, my friend?
I would say one positive is that we got humbled. We know that there's a lot of small detailed things that we didn't do that we have to fix, and that's how we approached it when we came back in Monday, and watched the film and saw like how many situations there were where it wasn't the other team doing something, it was us not doing something, if that makes sense. So just taking those little details and just having a conscious effort at practice this whole week, to fix those things. That's one thing that I think we needed to do. And who knows, like if we would have won big, would we have noticed those things? So right. I'm glad it happened now and before the Big 12. So.
Yeah, as you refocus and everything, you got Rice coming up at home. What can you tell us about Casey Thompson, the new starting QB, man? What can you tell us that we might not know about him?
Casey is a hard worker when it comes to doing extra. Like Casey does a lot of extra stuff to, play the way that he plays. He performs when he gets out there. I would say one thing people don't know, I mean, that's the main thing. This the extra stuff he does outside of what's required, if that makes sense.
Man, we are rolling. You got Rice at home. Now, getting into the Big 12, like you said, you got some big games coming up. You've got Tech, you've got TCU and Oklahoma. You've got Oklahoma and Texas Tech on your home field right there. So, I mean, you're going to take those games right there and run with them. But with Rice, how are you guys preparing for Rice, man, for kickoff on Saturday?
Just like I said, it's it's about us. The little details, once again, is the main thing we've been working on. Just the whole week, and just readjusting the team and building that culture that we felt like we had established that we just needed to fix. So it's just tightening up everything.
Man, that's cool. And we got listener questions from you for you right here. So we've got one bringing it back here to the area in the Crossroads. What is the best restaurant that you can remember from your time right here in the Crossroads? Cuero, Victoria, Oakland, man. How are you going to answer that question?
My favorite restaurant in Cuero is definitely Taqueria.
There you go, man.
The orange one, but in Victoria, I think it's Yamato. Is that what it is?
All right.
I like that too.
You like to sit up at the hibachi and that fried rice? You all about that right there?
I love that, man.
Man, that's awesome. Well, good luck to you on the field as you guys take on Rice. We'll chat with you next week again. And as always, I know you're busy, man, so we appreciate you having time for us little people right here in Victoria, Texas, man. As we say, hook 'em horns, and we'll talk to you next week, Jordan.
Thank you.
Good luck, my friend.
All right.